All right, it's the Brink of Sanity, episode 48. We got Martin in the house. How you doing, Martin?
Hey, Jay, what's up?
How do you like the new studio?
I like the sound. I like the funky music. What do we call that song?
Cramming for college.
Cramming for that does not sound like cramming for college.
It's a 70s classic.
That sounds like cramming for pussy, I think, or something along those lines.
Well, you know, it's double entendre.
Oh,
So we got a big show for you today. Broadcasting live on Stickum. I have no idea how to actually show like the link to the page, so there's going to be nobody in the room, but that's all right. We're working.
The internet gods are listening to us.
It's a work in progress, you know.
Yes.
So we got a bunch of stories going on today. Anything you want to start off with in particular?
Well, you know, for the listeners that really don't care about me, I'm going on the Newlywed Game, actually.
Awesome.
That's the big news. Filming on Wednesday. And it's just such a hassle. You have to bring like all these things with you, like all forms of identification, 2 things of clothes. It's ridiculous. Which tells me that some moron once went to these tryouts and wore some ridiculous outfit, and they weren't prepared to replace the person or something. You have to bring like a suitcase with you. It's insane.
So it's a multiple day show? I didn't know that.
Oh no, it's not even, I don't even know if it's multiple day, but they wanted me to bring 2 outfits, and then they're going to pick the one that they like better.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So, you know, I guess the gayer the outfit, the better it is for TV. I don't know. Like, it's so stupid. And it took a year and a half to get on this show, which is being brought back, and I don't even know why they're so like meticulous about picking people and whatnot. It's going to be on the Game Show Network, and it's going to last probably 3 months and then go away. So I don't know why they're putting so much effort into it, but hey, it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Yeah, all right, that's cool. So you're not actually really...
You hear an echo.
Yeah, that's gone now.
Oh. Well, we were in the mountains just now, and thank God we got down.
Yeah, so you're not really newlyweds anymore.
According to them, under 2 years is a newlywed, but what do I know?
So who's hosting now?
There are rumors it's either going to be Eubanks again, Bob Eubanks, who hosted the original.
Oh, wow.
Or Judy Gold, who I've actually seen a long time ago.
Isn't she dreadful?
Isn't she what?
Dreadful, right? She's awful?
I don't know. Like, her stand-up's kind of Jewy, I guess, if you will. Like a very, you know, I don't know how to explain it. Her stand-up used to be okay.
Isn't she on the View?
No, you're thinking of Joy Behar.
Oh.
No. But actually, they kind of look the same.
Old Jewish women.
You know what's funny? She's not Jewish.
Really?
Everyone thinks she is, and she always has to deny it.
Well, she's got a Jewish name and a Jewish face.
And the whole, hello.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no. She was kind of, I guess, I don't know. She was on, like, Dr. Katz, if you ever watched that show back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
But I consider her more of a washed-up comedian, but... And then there's but they haven't picked anyone. She hosted the pilot, and rumor has it that she didn't do such a great job. So who knows? But it's gonna be on Game Show Network. Who can they get to really host it? Like Kennedy? I mean, come on.
Well, they fired Al Borland from Tool Time or whatever that show was.
Richard Karn.
Yeah, they could get Richard Karn. He's not doing anything now.
God, yeah, he could sell me a ladder or something. That's what I remember for that infomercial for that. I don't know, Big Giant or Little Giant, whatever that thing.
What was his catchphrase?
I don't think so, Tim.
Oh, that's a great one.
Oh, that's writing quality right there.
Was there any 80s shows where half the cast didn't have catchphrases?
What you talking about? Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't resist.
That's
I don't think
rude.
So. Yeah, how rude or ice cream or everyone had a catchphrase. Even Dynamite, right? Yeah, well, that was the 70s.
I think they need to bring that back. I want to see Jack Bauer have a catchphrase.
He doesn't. I don't know. I don't watch that. I would think he would.
Well, he does say you have to trust me in every single episode, so I guess that's his catchphrase.
Yeah, well, the 80s and the 70s shows, they had like catchy theme songs and catchphrases. Now, like, I don't even know if shows even have theme songs anymore. They just go right into the show.
Yeah, The Office is the only one I could think of.
Yeah, that's true. That one's kind of recognizable.
It's a good one, too.
Yeah, it actually isn't terrible. But, have you been watching that? It's been pretty good lately, actually.
No, I haven't. I watched like the first 5 or 6, and then, I don't know.
It's actually a good show. Sometimes it's a little tough to take, but when they have a good topic to talk about. But they had this like whole love triangle thing, which was stupid. That's what ruins shows when they get off topic.
Yeah, exactly. When everyone on the show starts dating everyone else, like the show's finished. So I saw that coming, and I decided I would jump ship before they jumped the shark.
Well, they jumped the shark, but they got rid of it, so I guess they got back in the water. I mean, it's either when people fall in love or people bring in, like, the crazy cousin or crazy neighbor. I think shows start to jump the shark.
Yeah, yeah.
But, so anyway, so what's going on in your neck of the woods?
I got pink eye right now.
Pink eye?
I have no idea how that happened.
Would you fart on a pillow and rub your face in it? I mean... That's
no.
How did you pick up pink eye?
I have no idea. It's not like the really bad one. It's pink, but I'm not getting. Like,
it's the really good pink eye.
Well, I'm not like pussing up and like all that stuff. It's just red. So
it sucks.
It's I guess mild or I don't know what it is, but I didn't have to go to work yesterday, which was good.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I guess it would be pretty hard to stare at a computer screen with pink eye. Or maybe you did at home.
No. I sent a couple emails, and then they started wanting me to actually do work, so then I stopped checking my emails.
Yeah, if you could send emails, you could do work. Oh, nope. Suddenly I can't send emails.
Yeah, it's like it's a sick day. It's not a work-from-home day, so sorry. My internet connection died.
Are you allowed to work from home? Because I think everyone should be able to work from home if they have an office job.
After 6 months, you're allowed to work from home. I'm only on month 4.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, in a couple months I'll be able to do that, which is good because pants optional day is my favorite kind of day.
Yeah, I like to work with the TV on in the background too, but I could do that at my job. But working from home, I feel like I get more done. I know a lot of people will say like, "Oh, I'll get distracted at home." Baloney. I'd rather stay at home and bust my ass at home, so I don't have to get dressed and drive and.
Yeah, saving an hour minimum a day commuting.
Exactly. And, you're not paying for the gas. Like if you pay for gas, like it's like I don't know why companies don't let people do it anyway. You won't have to pay for office space and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's true.
So
and like my company gives out free sodas and all that bullshit. So they probably spend a lot of money on that.
They give out free sodas at work?
Yeah, they're losing money on me with the Dr. Pepper. I must drink like 4 or 5 of them a day. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I just tried a new soda this week actually. And I'm not a big like regular soda guy. I'm more into just like Coke Zero or whatever. But Mountain Dew came out with a new soda. It's blue. It's like a blue soda, like blue raspberry. It is the best soda of all time.
It's raspberry flavor.
Like the blue Italian ice.
Yeah.
It's that flavor.
All right, I can see that being good for like 3 or 4 sips.
Well, if you like the blue raspberry, and it has ginseng in it too, so it makes you like all hyper and crap. So it's a great thing to have in a busy work week, which this week was.
All right, not bad.
It's like my version of crack.
I'm trying to find cherry vanilla Dr. Pepper, and like nobody carries it.
The diet cherry vanilla they don't have regular cherry vanilla Dr. Pepper. They only have the diet one.
Right. But there's one place around me that has it, and they have it like when they sell out. I gotta wait like 2 more weeks for it. They
have a chocolate one too. You know that?
No, I did not know that.
Not good.
No.
It's diet chocolate Dr. Pepper without. I don't know if there's vanilla in it, but there's chocolate in it. I don't even know if it's out anymore. It was out for a little bit.
Sounds good.
I don't know. Chocolate soda. Have you ever had it? They actually have chocolate soda.
I think I had it once, like 15 years ago.
It's like a chocolate Italian ice. It's just I keep going back to Italian. I guess Italian ice and soda are kind of the same, but it just doesn't taste right. Chocolate should be just with itself or peanut butter or something like that.
Yeah, I can see that.
But yeah, that Dr. Pepper is good. That diet Dr. Vanilla, whatever, doesn't even taste like a diet soda. But hey, you gotta come out to Long Island. That's what they have it all over the place. Can't miss it.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Well, give me something to do when I go out there.
Yeah, just drink soda.
Island of misery.
Yeah, I know. It sucks out here. What can I tell you?
But I went on a little field trip yesterday. Since I couldn't go to work, I figured I'd infect Manhattan.
Field trip.
Yeah. So there's a news story that goes along with it. This is why I went on the field trip. So we'll start off with the news clip, and then I'll tell you about my experience. All right?
Alrighty.
All right, check this out.
Celebrated Barack Obama's inauguration. One Greenwich Village baker marked the occasion with this controversial cookie.
Drunken Negro Face.
Drunken Negro Face cookies. That's what Ted Keppel...
Now, there's a picture of it online, and it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's got a big nose, big lips. I think that's kind of funny.
Kind of looks like seal.
The owner of the well-known Lafayette French pastry shop, calls his inaugural creation.
I make cookies that look like Drunken Negro Faces.
He said to me, would you like some drunken Negro heads to go with your coffee?
This woman was appalled by what Keppelino said when she went into the bakery on Greenwich Street.
Appalled or thoroughly amused?
I would have been appalled and then said she went black and then she didn't go back.
Exactly.
I didn't know what to say, and then he continued to say they're in honor of our new president. And as he walked away, he then continued on to say he's following the same path as Abraham Lincoln. He will get his.
She told her friend, who then went in and...
So go down as one of the greatest presidents ever.
Yeah, or grow a really big beard.
Or wear a funny hat.
Yeah.
I don't know where he's going with this, actually.
Hey, if it's Abraham Lincoln, I mean, if they're Drunken Obama cookies or whatever, they should put a candy cigarette hanging out of the mouth then.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's what if anything, that's what he's known for.
This isn't the most flattering cookie. I don't know.
It looks like Slimer from the Ghostbusters, but a black version.
I don't know what's going on with the eyes, though. It's like devil red eyes. It's like a demonic...
Is that what happens when black people get drunk? They just turn into red. They get red eye.
Maybe I don't.
Maybe you're. Wait a minute. Maybe you're black, and that's why you got the pink eye. Maybe you're a drunken Negro cookie.
You just blew my mind, man.
I know that. Sorry, that was too deep.
Even more objectionable language.
He's calling them drunken N-word cookies, which I don't even want to say.
You're sure he used the N-word when he described those cookies?
That's what
he
said to me. He said these cookies are in honor of our new president, who will get what's coming to him, just like Lincoln.
In Style magazine mentioned Lafayette Bakery as a celebrity favorite. Its cakes have reportedly been used on Sex and the City and in a Spike Lee film. As for his inaugural cookies, the baker says,
I call them Drunken Negro Heads. What's the problem with that?
And on Tuesday...
What's the problem with that?
I don't... Unbelievable. So did you go to this bakery or no?
Oh, yeah, of course. The second I saw this, I ran out the door. And I'm like,
Did you see this guy?
Yep, sure did.
And did he have the Negro cookies in the display case?
Well, here's the thing. I went over there with my girlfriend, and I'm telling her, we got it. There was another podcast that was looking for these, so I figured, I'd mail them to them, and they'd get a good laugh out of it. But I went in, and there's 2 black people in there already. So I'm like, I don't want to run in and start asking for Negro cookies. And the old lady behind the counter, instantly is like, what do you want? What do you want? I'm like, I'm trying to stall. I'm just like, I'm just looking, do you have any cheesecakes or something? And my
created diversion.
Yeah, my girlfriend's like, just ask her. And I'm like, wait a second. I'm trying to point to the black ladies. I'm like, hold off for a second. And, so they finally leave, and I'm still asking about the cheesecakes. And I'm like, yeah, and I hear you have Obama cookies. And the guy's just like, no, and shaking his head. And then I went on Yelp afterwards, and he has 150 one-star ratings, everyone calling him a racist. So I think he got harassed to the point where he had to pull them. So I actually wasn't able to buy them.
Maybe he donated them to halfway houses, people who need food. That'd be kind of the wrong place to do that, but
but no, they're in honor of the president. I don't see what the problem is.
Yeah, really, there's nothing offending about it.
So I was kind of disappointed. I ended up buying a cheesecake anyway, and it was pretty shitty.
Really?
Yeah.
See, well, you know what? he made cakes for movies, right? That's just to look good. That because it looks good doesn't mean it tastes good.
Well, it certainly didn't taste good.
I just like the whole that he made it for Spike Lee. Did he like black people up until maybe he met Spike Lee? Because if I met Spike Lee, I'd probably start to hate black people too.
Maybe he watched Summer of Sam.
The Son of Sam, you mean?
Yeah. I mean, if there's any reason to hate Spike Lee, it's that movie.
Yeah, or if you're a Nick fan.
That's not really his fault. But
I don't know. Reggie Miller, the whole thing. I mean, I know you don't like to talk about sports on here, but I gotta believe Spike Lee caused the Knicks a couple losses in their time.
Maybe. You really don't want to taunt the other team's best player.
Yeah.
There is a funny Knicks story, though. You heard about Eddie Curry?
Well, I've heard that he might be gay. His ex-girlfriend got killed. He was in debt in Chicago. I don't know what else.
There's like 30 Eddie Curry stories. I don't even know where to start with this train wreck.
And that he sucks.
Yeah, and then he sucks. The good news is that his girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, and daughter got killed because he's too sad to play this season. So now he's not going to be in any more Knicks games for the season.
Oh.
And I read it was 1 out of 6 kids. So, he's got 5 more. That's not,
Well, at least he's good at something.
Yeah, exactly. He's good at not using a condom.
Yes.
And he's also good at he asked the Knicks for $8 million advance in his pay because he's in debt.
Now, how much does he make a year? He's got to make a ton of money.
$9.5 million a year.
Oh. That'd be like me going to my boss and asking for my salary in advance. I don't think that would work very well.
No. It's when you make $9.5 million a year, if you're $8 million a day, you're just an asshole.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, he's my coworker in a way.
You do work for.
Yep.
Right.
Yes, I do.
Have you ever met that fat fuck?
No. Although I would know if I couldn't miss him. But do you believe that? You heard about the gay stuff, right?
I heard he had a driver who he also didn't pay, and he pulled down his pants and showed him his dick or something like that.
Yeah, he asked his driver to do weird shit too. Beyond, not that this is gay, but shining his shoes. But then there were some other weird things that he would do to his driver. Well, this is what his driver accused him. But his driver has a criminal record, I think, too. I think he's been in jail once, so his credibility isn't so great. But I don't know. How do you accuse someone of doing all these crazy, whipping down your pants and asking your driver to do all these crazy things? I don't know exactly what they are, but I don't know. What a messed up guy. We'll probably end up finding him committing suicide at some point.
Well, hopefully it's before his contract is up so we can get some cap space.
Exactly. Too bad Jerome James won't do that either. That's a whole nother story.
Fucking mess.
Yep.
All right, that's enough Knicks talk.
Yeah, I don't want to put everyone out of there to sleep here.
Teenager poses as a police officer. Now, it doesn't sound as bad until you read on. At first, I was like, all right, he posed as a police officer. He actually got to go in a squad car, and he drove around for an entire shift without the other cop noticing that, A, he wasn't a cop, and B, he was 14.
Wow. Was he? Wow. What do you say to that? That shows you how observant cops can be.
Yeah. 5 hours in the car, and he had no idea that it was a fake cop.
14 years old.
14 years
Unless
old.
he's one of those 14-year-olds that can grow a glooly mustache. I don't know. How do you not know the kid's 14?
I think it's pretty fun. They should fire that guy right away, though.
What was he doing? Was he so intent on pulling people over that he didn't notice?
Yeah, and what do you talk about with a 14-year-old? I mean, he's obviously not going to know the lingo, or when the radio goes off, he's not going to know what any of that shit means.
Hey, we're looking for some perps.
Yeah, we got a 510. He's like, yeah, I agree. Go do that.
Well, I don't know, like, like cops can serve their purpose, but I mean, especially like on, where I live, I think they're way overpaid for what they do. The city cops definitely deserve money. Although this is what, Chicago?
Yeah.
I can't. That's impossible. You know how hard it is to get in, like, like that police force, and this guy doesn't even realize he's talking to him. I agree. He should be fired. Out. No more.
So fucked up.
Terrible.
I don't know. I've just had so many bad experiences with cops, and this doesn't
really
doesn't help the situation. Yeah, I've got nothing but harassed or like never have I actually been in trouble and gotten help. It's always pulling me over because I was driving around, and that was literally what it is. Me and my buddy were bored, and we were just like driving around in Long Island, and the guy's like, he pulled us over. He's like, "Yeah, I've been following you. You've been driving around randomly. What were you doing?" And I was like,
"Driving around randomly."
That's what I said. I'm like, "Driving around randomly." He's like, "Why?" I'm like, "Because I'm bored. I'm just driving around." Like, is that a problem? And he's like looking at my car, and like, I'm like, seriously, nobody else is in trouble right now. You got to pull me over because I'm driving.
And meanwhile, someone's blowing a red light right behind them, probably.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's the thing that pisses me off the most. Like, there'll be an asshole on the road doing something completely stupid and dangerous. And meanwhile, like, I don't know if I mentioned this on a podcast, but I got pulled over for I didn't see the stop sign in the middle of Roslyn Village. It's like this very rich town. It's very dark, and the stop sign was covered by a tree.
Mm-hmm.
There was no one even near the intersection. It was like outside of a park at like 11 o'clock at night. And this cop was just sitting around, and he made me wait for like an hour and a half, and he literally, and decided to give me a ticket. I was so pissed. I'm like, there's so many worse things going on. You're going to get me for not, what? The idea of giving you a ticket for making a traffic violation is because you're endangering someone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fine, pull me over, but you could have let me off. Come on. I've done worse things, like when I've gotten pulled over, and I got away with them. I used to do, there's a street that you're familiar with on Long Island. They added stop signs, and I was angry, and I was like, fuck that, I'm not stopping. And I blew like 3 stop signs, and I was going like 60 miles per hour. A guy pulls me over, but I got off on it. It was in Jane Boulevard in our old town, but like, so stupid. And then I deserved a ticket for that one.
Right.
But yeah, I agree. Cops are usually useless. And a lot of them have like this big power trip. Like they think they can play God with people.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. It's baloney. There are good cops, but there are a lot of bad cops. And I guess the one that pulled you over he was probably bored.
Right.
I'm driving around bored too.
Well, I got pulled over for speeding once, and he gave me the ticket, and then I pull back onto the highway, and he drives alongside me, staring at me for a good 2 or 3 more exits.
That's creepy.
Yeah, just to like fuck with me.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Where was this? In Massachusetts?
No, this was in Long Island.
Yeah, they're the highest paid cops in the country in Suffolk County, Long Island.
Yep.
I mean, for people who listen to this podcast that aren't familiar with the area, what happens in Suffolk County? Maybe the worst thing is domestic violence. But these cops are not in danger. Like, if city cops, like New York City, let's face it, those cops are in danger. They go into really bad neighborhoods and whatnot. There are a couple bad neighborhoods around here, but come on. These cops are mainly traffic cops, or they break up a fight at a bar. They're really not in danger, and they get paid more than New York City cops, which just does not make sense to me.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. They spend the majority of their time just pulling people over for no reason, and
yep, to make quota because they have to make their dollars.
Well, you could also tell the last 4 days of the month is when you get pulled over 5 times as much as any other day because they're running out of days in the month. Yeah,
so I guess the last 4 days, you better be careful when you're driving. You better watch your speeds. It's just insane. I don't know. And then like there's a whole thing about like they want to bring state troopers down here, and the Suffolk cops are like, no. I'm like, but the state even knows that they're overpaid. It's so ridiculous. I have to admit, I hate cops more than I like them.
Yeah,
probably 9 out of 10 times.
My buddy and I were in Boston, and he walked past like an empty cardboard box and kicked it. And a cop saw it, and he ran over, and he told my buddy to clean up the entire block and he's going to come back in 5 minutes, and all the shit on the entire block better be cleaned up.
Because he kicked over a cardboard box.
Yeah.
What did he do?
We held a cab, jumped in it, and bolted.
That's the right move.
Yeah, exactly. We were like, fuck that.
What is he giving? He's like giving you on-the-spot community service.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, I'm going to drive around the block. I'll be back in 5 minutes. This entire block better be cleaned up, and I'm going to check. So,
there's nothing better than cop improv.
Yeah.
That's my favorite kind of theater.
I was like, where were you when I got jumped a week before?
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm like bleeding, and they're like, well, there's not much I can do about it. I'm like, thanks. Well, one of those guys kicked over a box. He's like, where is he? I'll get him.
Box kicker.
That's the last straw.
Is that in the I'm going to say a funny word, penal code? I mean, come on.
Yeah, I know. Ugh.
We're going to say A, B, battery, box kicking. There it is. Yeah. So, what else do we...
well, since we're on cops, there was a story that just came out. A man got arrested for the 190th time in Florida.
Wow. How do you... That's almost like the Wilt Chamberlain statistic. How many women he... it's almost unbelievable to me. 190 times.
I do got to say, I'm impressed.
Who keeps letting him go? After about maybe the 100th time, you think he would be, out of society.
Yeah, I don't know.
What did he get arrested for?
He got arrested for, sorry, technical difficulties here. Attempting to steal a truck, and 189 other things.
Oh, here's the guy. I just found it. Wow. Well, I like the mugshot where he's pretty much he can't even open his eyes.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe he's let's see, it's marijuana possession, possession of paraphernalia. I don't know what that entails.
So let's do a little nerdly math. You can't get arrested until you're 18?
Right.
So 46 minus 18 would be 28.
Mm-hmm.
190 into 28 is, oh God, was that 8 or 9 times? So he gets arrested on average since he was 18, 8 or 9 times a year.
Comes out to 6.8 times.
Oh, 6.8 times. See, I don't do math on the weekends, but...
Little eye calculator action there.
Yeah. Computers. That's still insane to me.
Yeah, I don't know if he just doesn't have a bed in his house, or... How does he get out so quick, though?
I don't know, but maybe he, I don't know. What's so great about jail?
I don't know. Maybe he's gay.
Could be. I wasn't going to go there, but you did.
I like to bring the lowbrow humor into here.
There you go. Now, where does this guy live? In Arizona?
Florida.
Oh, Florida.
All the fucked up stories are always Florida.
Well, there's a ton of white trash down in Florida. I mean, all it is retired old New Yorkers, mainly Jews, and white trash. It's pretty much it.
Yeah, pretty much. There was also a guy who saw a traffic stop, so he decided to run and hide under a truck.
Oh.
I think you know where this story is going.
Speed bump?
Yep. The truck pulls away, and he's not doing too good.
Well, I don't know. Hiding under a truck may not be the best decision of all time.
The story says the guy complained of back pain. No shit.
That was his complaint?
Yeah.
Not that he got run over by a truck?
I'm amazed he was actually able to form sentences to tell everyone he was in back pain. Isn't that kind of redundant, though? It's like, I got run over by a truck, and my back hurts.
Yeah, well, he's got a new tattoo. It's tread marks.
Yeah.
It's nice. The old tread mark tattoo.
So many... I guess all the stories I picked today are all cop stories.
What's on your mind?
I don't know. I'm still... I had to pay for the parking ticket I got 2 weeks ago, so...
Has this been brought up? I haven't...
Yeah, I didn't know what no standing meant, and $300 later, I know what no standing means.
$300?
Well, they tow it away. You can't get your car back for until you pay $185, And then when you get your car back, there's a ticket on the window for another $135.
I didn't even know you had a car.
I don't. My girlfriend does, and she wanted to park it here for a week before she sold it. And it lasted about 6 hours before we got it towed.
Wow. That's not good. $300. No one, and the city, isn't the city's not in debt, is it? It better not be.
I don't know.
$300 clips for, because how many people illegally park in the 5 boroughs? Just go to Queens. You'll see like 5,000 cars illegally parked in a span of 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Triple parked, double parked, not parked.
We must have been there like 10 minutes before. They were probably waiting at the exact time you're supposed to tow it and tow it at that second. Because I know they do that in Boston. We lived outside a place where you couldn't park there after midnight, and the tow trucks would line up at like 11:45 and just wait. The second it hit 12, they'd tow everyone.
Owning a car in Boston, too, that's tough.
That's probably one of the worst places to own it.
Yeah, I'm surprised you even had one, because the trains aren't so bad up there. Pretty easy to navigate, right?
No, they're pretty horrible.
Are they?
They all go east-west, so if you want to go north-south, you have to go
you can't?
There's like one point in the middle where they all connect. Mm-hmm. So, like, if you're all the way west, you have to go all the way east till they connect and then go all the way back west. So
that's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, for like, what should be like 2 stops north, like you have to go like 15 stops back and forth.
Yeah, I remember driving in Boston one time in college. We made a trip up there, and it's a funny story. We were going to a Red Sox game, and we get to this gas station, and we were driving around aimlessly. We didn't know where we were going. Who knows what neighborhoods we were in? We're like, we go to the gas guy. We go, "Where's Fenway Park?" He's like, "It's around the corner, jackass." And it literally was around, like, it's like in the middle of you know it, I assume, going to college up there. But I just like being called a jackass. That's always fun.
He really called you a jackass?
It's around the corner, jackass. It was me and another friend of mine. That story will always ring true because we were with like 6 people. So we get back in the car and we just started laughing. And I was like, I was just called a jackass.
I guess. Well, they're so obsessed with it there. I guess you're supposed to know how to get there from every point in the state.
I guess. And I'm sure that my somewhat New York accent probably rang true. They're like, fucking Yankee bastard, New York cracker.
Oh, they hate New Yorkers there. It's ridiculous.
I know. But we hate them. So kind of goes both ways.
Yeah, no, that's true.
How'd you survive up there?
Barely.
You don't really have a New York accent. It's not detectable.
No, but notice I don't go back there ever either.
See, I think it's a great. I mean, I visited. I love that place, but
it's good for a weekend.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. So I don't know, man. Crazy. But what else is in the news?
Well, we've been doing a lot of scam stories about how people get scammed, and it's always the Nigerian scam, and everyone always falls for that. So I thought everyone in Nigeria was actually smart, not the cops in Nigeria.
Oh.
No, they were arresting a guy, and they went to the guy's house to arrest him, and they came back with a goat, and they claim that the guy turned into a goat right before they arrested him. So now they're trying to prosecute this goat.
So there's a lot of marijuana use or LSD use.
Yeah, I think peyote.
Nigeria. So he turned into a goat. Only if that were true. If that could actually happen. Although I wouldn't want to turn into a goat, I don't think.
No, I'd probably think of a cooler animal. I don't know. I guess being a bird wouldn't be that bad. Fly around and shit.
That'd be pretty badass.
Goats kind of suck, actually.
Yeah, you don't want to. Yeah, that's got to be hurting. You got to be hurting on the back too if you're turning into a goat. I guess. Yeah, you know what? A bird would probably be the best thing to turn into out of all the animals, or like a giraffe.
Might be a little awkward.
Yeah, I don't know. How about I would turn into a dinosaur. I'd be the only one.
There you go. Yeah. So these are the worst cops ever because there was 2 guys. One of them escaped, and the other one turned into a goat. you couldn't catch him while he was turning into a goat? I mean, it's got to be a lengthy process.
That's like the dog ate my homework, too. Yeah, he turned into a goat.
Yeah, we got him. He just morphed a little bit, but this is the guy, all right.
Yeah, like so why? How'd you let this guy escape? Oh crap! How did he escape? Turn into a goat. I don't know if that would work. Maybe that would work. Turn into a goat. I'm gonna go with turn into a goat.
But they claim they caught him. They paraded him before journalists. They took pictures of him. They put they put his prison numbers in his mouth to take the picture.
The goat's like, meh, meh. Yeah.
Did you do it? Nay.
Yeah. Yay. Yay, I didn't do it. Yeah. Get Jim Brewer to do it. That was the only one of the few funny things he did on Saturday Night Live. Occasionally.
Yeah, the first 700 times he did it.
Yeah. Actually, the best thing he did was the Joe Pesci imitation, I guess.
Yeah.
But he was really good in Half-Baked.
He was.
I have to give him credit for that movie. See, that movie's a great movie. That's one of the best movies ever, in my opinion.
I wouldn't go that far, but it's a good flick.
It's one of my favorites. I wouldn't say best movie ever, but actually, I just did see a really good movie. I saw The Wrestler a couple weeks ago with Mickey Rourke and Marissa Tomei. That was really good.
Yeah, everyone's talking about that.
Well, I mean, he did a good job, but everyone's saying like that's kind of like him in real life, sort of. So I don't know if I would call that acting then, but it was a good story. It was kind of interesting. And Marissa Tomei, for being 45 or whatever she is, and she's naked pretty much half the movie.
That's her new thing now, right? She just doesn't wear clothes anymore?
Yeah, I being the perv I am, I IMDb'd her when I got back, and you're right. Like the last couple of movies, she's just been naked. I guess if you got it, flaunt it.
I mean, she couldn't do that back in the My Cousin Vinny days. She has to wait till she's 45.
Yeah, I know. You know, when her career dies, you know that's the way to get back in by becoming nude. But so I was reading an article actually. Bruce Springsteen, you know, he's doing the halftime of the Super Bowl. A lot of people don't like him. Well, most people like him.
Is there anybody more overrated than that guy?
I don't know.
What did he have? Like one okay song in 1980?
It's had about 2 or 3 hit songs, but
hit songs are different from good songs.
Yeah. Well, you have to have. You know what? I used to hate him. I just couldn't stand him. Then I got to actually like him, and actually I've seen a show of his. It's okay, but I understand people who don't like him. And he's all about like making public service announcements at his concerts. He gets booed when he does it, and people walk out and go get like concessions and whatever. So he ended up, of all evil things, having an exclusive deal with Walmart to sell his CD. And now he regrets it because his fans are giving him shit for it.
He didn't see that coming?
Like, Walmart is probably the most evil, well, I don't know, Starbucks or Walmart. You take your pick. 2 of the most evil companies, right?
Geico.
Yeah, but they have cheap insurance isn't a bad deal.
But they're not that cheap, really.
I've never been able to find a better deal, but, you know, that's a whole other topic, I guess.
Yeah.
What did they do to you?
They didn't do anything to me, but my roommate had Geico, and then he switched to, like, Allstate or something. And, it was, like, hundreds of dollars less.
Really?
Yeah, so they called him, and they said, you know, you want to, you know, not switch and stay? And he was like, well, it's a lot, it's a lot less with the other place. And they're like, well, you want to stay anyway? Like, they didn't offer him a lower rate. They just said, hey, you want to stay?
Yeah, sure, I'll pay you extra money just to have the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, he's all contrite now and everything. I mean, he's getting a big push now with this new album. He won a Golden Globe for that movie I was just talking about. And now, unbelievable that someone like that's an activist, he ends up having an exclusive deal with Walmart. It just seems so wrong on so many levels. Walmart.
Yeah, well, I didn't have any respect for him anyway, so I'm okay with that.
No, I can't say I respected him, but that just makes the respect meter go down a little bit.
You know, if the music industry is dying, the thing you should do is only sell at one store to make it really inaccessible.
Yes, exactly. A lot of people have those iTunes exclusive deals. I guess that makes sense to me. If you're going to have an exclusive deal, have it with iTunes because that's like one of the most popular places to buy music.
Right, somewhere where you don't even have to leave the house to get it. I guess that makes sense. But I mean, if you're going to make people go out and buy it, don't have it in just one place.
Yeah, I agree. But think about his fans, right? They probably go to Walmart. I'm going to go buy a gun on my Bruce Springsteen album.
True, but like in Manhattan, there's no Walmarts. So I'd say Manhattan's a pretty big demographic.
Yes, and considering he's from New Jersey, of all places.
Probably don't want to exclude 20 million people.
Yeah. Well, the thing about Walmart, I mean, in New York, they're god-awful places to go to. Like, really, like, the worst of the low go there. But in other states, people love that place. They think it's almost like an outing for a day. It's like, ooh, we're going to Walmart, kids. Woohoo!
Well, in other states, people don't get trampled to death.
That's true. Well, when Black Negro Cookies decide to go after a $100 DVD player, that's what happens in Valley Stream.
It's not even like name brand shit either. It's
like Kobe or whatever.
Yeah. Everything there is Kobe.
And not Bryant.
No. The kind of Kobe that doesn't rape everyone.
You went there. Too soon. And he did. I still think he did it, by the way.
Of course he did it. You see the $10 million ring he got like a week afterward? That was that thing
poked my eye out with all the brightness of it, yeah.
Exactly. That was I fucked up, but stay with me anyway ring.
Unbelievable. But he got off because he has money. Now the question is, will the guy that I don't know if he's going to get off, I don't want to go into politics too much, but Blagojevich, do we think he's going to get away with everything? I don't know if you've been following that. Him and his big hair.
Oh, is that the Illinois senator?
Yep.
I don't know.
He's such a cock. He's such a dick. I don't know if you ever heard him, but...
Yeah, no, I saw his speech. It was ridiculous.
He thinks he didn't do anything wrong.
No, you gotta say that, I guess.
But, I mean, he comes off as such a schmuck. And then that hair that he has, it's like a whole other person. He's like two people in one.
Yeah, he's the worst.
Yeah, he's pretty bad. But,
so I got one more story here.
Oh, another story.
Yep. It's a pretty good one. It's an 8-year-old found living with mom's corpse.
Is it the guy is that the 8-year-old who taught us how to date? Or is this a different 8-year-old?
It would be great if it was, but no, it's not.
Damn.
He went to... Wait, the first sentence of this doesn't make sense. It says he went to the liquor store to buy food.
Yeah. I don't know what liquor store sells food.
The best liquor store
that's a good idea. They should sell at least snack foods.
Yeah, no, that would be great. Get a couple burgers and a bottle of rum.
There you go.
I think we have a new business plan here.
Burgers and booze. That's what we'll call it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sure.
So the mom was dead for 10 days. And
that's it?
Yeah, it would have been really funny if it was like a skeleton.
Just bones.
Yeah. That shit's got to stink by 10 days, though, right?
Oh, man. That's got to be pretty vile. But then again, what if it's an 8-year-old going to a liquor store, how good could that house smell? You know?
Yeah.
You got to think, like, the people aren't probably very, I don't know, clean. It smells like Doritos.
Well, it was in Louisiana, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
We learned a lot about Louisiana in the last couple of years.
Yeah, we have.
I didn't think it was as bad as it was, but it's pretty bad.
It was worse.
I have to say, I kind of understood why Bush didn't want to help.
Ouch.
That's not right. But, I don't know. Thank God he's gone. I know it's kind of like old news, 2 weeks old, but it's not even just him, it's Cheney. Thank God they're both gone.
He is like the devil incarnate.
Yeah, The Daily Show did something funny. I don't know if you've been watching, but they compared him to Darth Vader, and they compared Biden to Rick Moranis' character in Spaceballs.
Nice.
Which I think is pretty accurate, actually.
Yeah.
But, Biden, I think, is going to be the comedic part of this whole thing. Because he says some whacked out shit. And I think Which I guess is a good thing for Obama, because if the vice president's being stupid, then he could fly under the radar.
Yeah, that's true. That was the Dan Quayle strategy.
Well, I don't know if that was the strategy, but it just turned out that way. Because I think they thought Dan Quayle was actually smart.
Well, okay. I don't.
But the whole spelling thing was a big problem with Dan Quayle, beyond other things.
Oh, there was just so many.
Yeah, those are the days.
Mm-hmm. So you coming to the 50th episode spectacular?
I think I might, as long as the weather is okay. I will make it in.
Sweet. Looks
so
like we got a big turnout.
Hopefully we have big plans.
The date is confirmed. It's going to be March 7th.
Nice.
I will post the links. We're going to be doing a live video cast. There'll be a roast. There'll be lots and lots of drinking. Should be a fun show.
So am I going to be on the dais, as they say, on the roast? The panel, if you will.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes, everyone is going to be on the roast, and then I get my little retaliation thing. Just like the real roast.
Do I have to actually prepare and write jokes?
It would be good if you did.
The only preparation I use is Preparation H.
Two jokes. 2 jokes, that's it.
2 jokes?
Yeah. I mean, longer if you want, but,
No, I don't want to knock people out.
Make it really nasty, though. The meaner, the better.
Yeah, so I can get it back just as equally, if not worse.
No, I mean, I only wrote like 1 joke for each person. Keep it quick.
Oh, there you go.
I figure,
I'm afraid of my joke.
It's, they're all mean, but it's not gonna
We're gonna cry.
Right.
I'm a fighter, not a crier.
I have a feeling Billy's is gonna be pretty nasty, but we'll see.
Who's?
Billy.
Oh, okay.
He was supposed to be on Attack of the Show Friday, but they ran long, so they cut his segment. So I will post something on the forums when they redo that segment.
Got the bump.
Mm-hmm. They had Olivia Munn jumping into a giant pie for 10 minutes instead.
Oh, where did that occur?
It was in their studio.
Their studio?
Yeah, it was, it wasn't a bad
Is that on G4?
Yeah.
Wasn't a woman supposed to do that? I thought I heard a rumor, isn't there a female host of that show?
Yeah, that's who jumped in.
Oh, she jumped in?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She got in a French maid outfit and jumped in a giant pie.
Interesting. And what was the purpose behind it?
I think it was National Pie Week. They were really...
I thought that was in March. Oh, that's Pie Day. I'm sorry.
They just wanted to get Olivia Munn in a French maid outfit and then get her all wet. There really wasn't much other point.
Well, she's pretty hot.
Yes, very.
Yeah, so... I was going to tell you. So, one more thing. I don't know if you have time to bring it up. But there are groups on Facebook for what I call town norms. I always wanted to do a show called Town Norms, and these are people that run around your town that are very strange. There used to be one in the town I grew up in named Johnny Finger. Mm-hmm. This guy has his own following. He has a cult following, these people. There's one in Massapequa, my hometown now. It's a guy who just pushes a cart as fast as he can, and he just goes crazy.
Awesome.
He just pushes a shopping cart. He looks like his name is Manson, which is a great nickname for your town norm. And I think that's a show that I would love to do on public access if I could ever do it. If I ever have the time to do it, just film these people and just follow them around and maybe put it to music. I think it would be really interesting. Unless if they've done this show and I don't know it.
That would be a great show. Just do all the crazies from all the local neighborhoods. I would totally watch that.
Yeah, I don't know if I would do it in New York City because it's too many. It's too easy. But in the burbs, I think it's better because there's always 1 or 2 per town. Apparently, this guy was married and his wife ended up getting run over by a car, but not the shopping car, but just a car.
I was amazed with the Johnny Finger one. Johnny Finger was a crazy guy in our hometown who, if you said, "Hey, Johnny," to him, he would flip you off and then run away.
And you'd feel so great that he flipped you off. You felt like you were part of the club.
Yeah, it was almost like a rite of passage. You had to get flipped off by him at least once.
Exactly.
So I saw you join that group, and I looked at it. There's like 1,500 people in that group now. He's flipped off a lot of people.
Yeah, that's just 1,500 people in the group. God knows how many not in the group, right? I mean...
Oh, there's got to be tens of thousands.
And this guy was around when we were probably, at least 13, if not before 13.
Yeah, and he wasn't, like, young then either.
No, he had, like, a bald spot and the whole deal. And they even got a picture of him in the group, which I think is priceless.
Oh, there's five pictures of him now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
People got him to go to their parties and flip everyone off. That's awesome.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's
I gotta read some of the things.
Yeah, go to the photo gallery. It's good stuff.
That's a really good idea.
Mm-hmm.
So, see, these are the things I wish I thought of. But I think maybe you and I will do it again because you have the experience in the public access side. But I think call it Town Norms and the theme song "People Are Strange" by the Doors. I've had it all. Don't no one steal the idea, but no one will. But I think it would just and no commentary, just straight up following these people, and people should send in their town norm and what he does, and I think it'd be great. That's just me. I would laugh at it. I mean, the Learning Channel has all these shows about midgets and stuff.
Anytime you film a crazy person, you got a winning recipe for me anyway.
And it's lazy humor. You don't even have to write anything. You just have to follow a guy. Exactly. So I'm surprised you guys never did that on your show. Just find Johnny Finger.
You know what? We did. No, Johnny Finger's in one of our episodes.
Is he?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he is.
I don't remember that.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I know he was in some of our footage. I don't know if we cut him out or not.
Oh. I guess my show idea wouldn't work if you cut him out.
Yeah, I don't remember. That was so long ago.
Would have tortured him. That could have been fun.
Exactly.
That's wrong. But whatever. But what else you got going on?
See, I had my sleep apnea test last week.
Oh, I've had that done. That sucks.
It's the most awkward thing in the world.
Yeah, because people are watching you, and you have all these electrodes on you. Right? Is that the kind of test you had?
Oh, yeah.
I had the worst sleep study, but you can talk about yours first.
I already did it on, I think, last episode, yeah.
Yeah. Well, my sleep study was terrible. I got it done out right next to Stony Brook Hospital, and the woman I had was complete ditz. And I was I didn't sleep the day before because they tell you to be really tired. I don't know if they told you to be really tired going in there so you could just pass out. And for some reason, I couldn't fall asleep, so she ends up giving me Benadryl. And it doesn't give you a natural experience.
No, that sounds like totally wrong. They told me I couldn't take any of that.
Exactly. Okay, you're going to give me Benadryl? Well, of course my normal sleep... when you're on drugs, you're not going to sleep the way you normally sleep. You're going to snore more, or you're going to just breathe weirder. It's just strange. And it's amazing. I don't know if you saw the bill for the sleep study. It's if you have medical coverage, it's okay. But
it's like $1,000, right?
More than that. It was more than that for me.
Wow. Yeah, because I have insurance, it was only $50.
Yeah, I paid like 20 or something, but this was years ago. So what did the study prove? Have you gotten the results? Or?
No, I get the results Friday. So it's a Saturday now.
So you're going to get the mask and everything?
I'm going to opt for the surgery if I have to, because I'm not wearing a mask to bed every night.
That's what I like. My wife wants me to get a mask, and my family's always. I couldn't. Part of the problem why I couldn't sleep during the study. I don't know if they made you do this. I had to put that mask on. I felt like I was constricted. I felt like claustrophobic and stuff. It was just really weird.
Yeah.
I just can't see sleeping with and when you turn, I just think it would be weird. I don't know. So what do you snore a lot? Is that your issue?
I was snoring, but my doctor said I have what's that dangly thing down your throat?
Oh, a palate, like a palate or something?
I think it's like uvula or something like that.
Yeah, okay.
It's really long, so it touches my tongue.
Interesting.
Yeah, so she said that might cut off the air, so I don't know, I gotta see. But when I went, I forgot my pillow.
They don't provide one?
They told me, in the paperwork, it said bring a pillow, but when I went there was two other ones. But I brought like my, so I got this big feather pillow that I like to sleep on anyway. So I brought it, but I forgot it there. And it's my favorite pillow, so I had to go back and get it. So I went the next day, and there was nobody around on the floor up there. So I had to, I didn't want to like knock on the doors because some of the doors had people sleeping in them, and I didn't know where the doctor was, and so I went down to the security guy, and I'm like, where's the person up on that floor? I forgot something, and he like tells me where to find the person, and he's like, what'd you forget? I'm like, here we go. He's with his like 3 other security buddies, and I'm just like mumbling, like, forgot my pillow. He's like, oh, you forgot. I'm like, yeah, I forgot my pillow, and I'm going to get my pillow. And I came back down, and they're all like waiting for me to come back out of the elevator, and I held up my pillow. They're just like, oh, he's like, I have a favorite teddy bear myself, and they're all like ripping on me. I'm like, this is...
You're like, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, it wasn't bad enough I had to go through this. Now I have to get ridiculed the day after, too.
Well, you should have just gone all the way. I forgot my blankie. I forgot my, I forgot my pacifier. You should have just said something even more absurd.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, so the sleep study sucks. I mean, they said surgery for me wouldn't do anything. I'd have like a 10% chance of improving.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't have what you have. I think what I do is I apparently stop breathing in the middle of the night, and then I start breathing again.
Yeah, that's apnea.
And
they said I don't know. I might have that. I don't know yet.
Yeah, and that, and part of it is, I mean, I've always had a apnea problem, but now that I'm a little more heftier, if you will, it makes it worse.
Yes.
But whatever. You know what? I'd rather sleep without a mask, and I don't know. They said I could have heart problems. I'm like, you know what? If it'll happen, it'll happen.
You only live once, right?
Exactly. I know it sounds terrible. Whatever, man. I don't want to sleep with a freaking mask. Humans were not meant to sleep with masks.
No, there's no way I'm doing that. That's just out of the question.
Yep, completely out of the question. I couldn't even breathe with the mask on. I know it sounds weird, but because part of the problem is, too, I don't breathe through my nose when I sleep as much as I'm supposed to. Mm-hmm. And the mask forces you to do that. But if my brain says don't do it, it's not going to do it. So I'm not going to breathe.
Yeah.
Whatever. That sleep study was terrible. And then I was seeing that stupid ditz brain technician on the train 1 week later after I went to a concert. She's like, I remember you. You couldn't sleep. She says it like really loud. I'm like, wonderful. Thank you.
Great.
Thank you for telling the train about my medical problems. Yeah. I remember you. You had syphilis.
Yeah.
Man, you had gonorrhea, right? You're the one with the genital warts.
Maybe everyone was thinking you hooked up and then you couldn't sleep afterwards.
Well, she was hot. That is the one thing I remember about her.
So it could have been worse.
It could have been worse. She could have been like a 500-pound behemoth.
I was worried about like scratching my balls or farting.
Or doing something really weird.
Yeah.
Scratching your balls.
Sometimes they got to be scratched,
Yeah, everyone's got to scratch. It's just scratch.
It's supposed to represent your normal sleep experience, and
Yeah, yeah, you definitely don't want that. Yeah, well, do they have you on a record? Yeah, I guess they do record it.
Yeah, they're recording and watching.
Yeah, they've probably seen some weird. Those technicians have probably seen some weird shit, right?
Yeah, I was thinking anything I do, it probably not as bad as what other people are doing.
And that's probably part of the reason why I couldn't sleep is because I was so paranoid that, not that I like do anything weird in my sleep, but how am I to know? But I mean, now that I'm married and everything, my wife just says I stop breathing, but I don't talk in my sleep. Do you do that? I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
I think a lot of women do that. I found that,
Well, that's because they always talk. They just never shut up.
Yeah, they just don't shut up.
Sleep can't even stop them. God damn it.
Jeez. The only thing that works is a gun. Yeah, a gun.
Exactly. Gun or maybe some duct tape.
Duct tape.
Some quick dry cement.
Exactly. So you got any plans for the Super Bowl?
No, my buddy's having a couple people over, and he lives like a couple blocks away.
That's cool.
They're doing construction on the subway by me, so just getting anywhere this weekend is just going to be horrible.
Yeah, it's hard enough to get around with the subway on the weekend anyway because it doesn't run often.
Yeah.
But anyway, what else you got?
Let's see. Well, tomorrow's the first of the month, so I need everyone to vote on Podcast Alley. If you go to brinkofsanityshow.com, there's a vote link up top. All you have to do is click that, put in your email, and then click on the confirmation link. So if everyone could do that starting tomorrow, and if we could stay in the top 10 for the whole month, I will start doing 6 episodes a month instead of 4. How's that sound? Yeah, incentive, right?
Bonus. Buy 4, get 2 free.
Exactly. Buy 4 for free, get 2 more for free.
Exactly.
Oh, fucking Facebook. People are talking to me.
Yeah.
Nobody ever talks to me unless I do a podcast.
This is actually the pop-up video version of of the podcast.
Good thing it's almost over.
I was actually blowing bubbles, everybody. That's what I do in my spare time. That and scratch my balls.
Mm-hmm. Well,
actually, I do that. I do that in my non-spare time.
So what else we got? We got subscribe on iTunes. All the
go for the
usual
podcast. Go to the live chat thing. What else you got?
MySpace group.
Facebook group.
Yep, myspace.com/ what? I don't know.
I don't remember. I don't even go on there anymore.
myspace.com/ Brink of Sanity Show.
There you go.
And there's a Facebook group. You can find us on there. We're on Stickum. We just did this show live. I think I'm going to start doing every show live. If you follow us on Twitter, then you can know when we're going on.
I was just going to say Twitter. I forgot about that one.
Mm-hmm. Twitter.com/ Brink of Sanity.
And I would wear my Brink of Sanity t-shirt, but that is not acceptable attire on television, so I apologize.
That's right. Yeah, there's Brink of Sanity shirts left. We're getting down to like 1 or 2 in each size, so get them while they last.
Order now.
Mm-hmm.
ShamWow. By the way, the ShamWow guy has a new thing out.
I heard. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but
I haven't seen it yet either. I'm sure it's on YouTube.
I heard the audio though, and he's really forcing his comments now.
Yeah, my someone I know was telling me he's way over the top now on this one. He's like the new Billy Mays.
Mm-hmm.
Now, at least I respect Billy Mays for doing the ESPN commercials. Those are funny, actually. I don't know if you've seen them.
No, I haven't.
They're like a fake infomercial for ESPN.com.
Is that the beard guy?
Yeah. The guy with the really black beard.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, the guy who sells Mighty Putty
mm-hmm.
and whatever else he sells. The guy, he puts so much effort in selling all these things like he invented them.
Yeah, exactly.
But they're so unrelated. It's like a super glue and a food dispenser or something like that. And he's all excited about, I invented it. It's the greatest thing since the ShamWow. I think they should have like a boxing match between Billy Mays and the ShamWow guy. I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be great. Battle Royale.
Yeah. Well, you hear about Bonaducci and Canseco fighting?
No. That sounds like a really mismatched fight.
And
I
who
can't
do you
form
think
sentences anymore.
Well, predict the winner. Who do you think won?
I got to go with Canseco.
It was a draw.
Really?
It was a draw. Bonaducci's a psycho, man.
What do you mean it was a draw? Was it like a boxing match, or was it like
it was a real 3-round boxing match?
Oh, okay. I thought you meant they got into like a brawl.
No. A real boxing match. Huh. Yeah. Because I guess Bonaducci's such a psychopath, he ended up holding his own.
Isn't he like 5'2"?
Yeah, but he's like jacked. The guy's on roids and stuff. He readily admits it. I find him annoying, but I actually watched his show because he's such a weird dude. And Jose Canseco's... I remember Jose Canseco, man. He was like the biggest thing back in the day. And look what he's doing boxing matches with D-listers just to make a buck. So sad.
How the mighty have fallen.
It happens a lot. You think the guy made millions of dollars? I mean, I know he got divorced and everything, and that takes away from your money, but still.
Some people just can't budget.
It's not even budgeting. Come on. It has nothing to do with budgeting. Like, what are you buying?
Yeah, I guess you don't really have to budget when you make like $20 million a year. So
yeah, like, just don't be stupid. Like MC Hammer was another one of those types of people that made millions of dollars and now it's worth nothing.
Well, he hired like 75 people per show.
Yeah, he had like this whole entourage and stuff. But it just amazes me. Like, I don't know, if I made $1 million a year just like doing whatever, I don't think I would blow it.
No, I don't think I would either.
20 million.
It's pretty hard to blow that much money.
There's actually, I think, a reality show coming out where maybe it already came out, where they're forcing people to spend money in a certain time. They have to spend it. And it's harder than you think it is. Like spend a couple of $1 million or something like that. I could have sworn there was a show coming out.
I wouldn't have a problem with that. Buy a building, done. What's for dinner?
Yeah, there's probably rules like you can't buy a building. You know, I would buy a person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, buy a high-class hooker or something. I don't know. That's not right.
Just go to Vegas with whatever money you have.
Yeah, just gamble it away. Right?
No, I don't think it's hard to spend a lot of money at all. These people just aren't creative.
That's true. You could totally do some cool stuff. I'd rent out a stadium and just
that would be awesome. Stadium. Rent out a stadium and then just play rock band.
There you go. Do you know they have rock band concerts now?
I saw there was a show on MTV. I didn't know they actually had concerts though.
Yeah, they're having. Well, I wouldn't call them concerts, but like you know, like when you go see a band at a small venue, like that kind of stuff.
Anybody who goes to see that and their friends aren't in the band needs serious help.
You're awesome. You hit that C button not C button. You hit the yellow button like there's no business.
My favorite's the red button.
Ooh. You're great with the whammy bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, great game, but I don't know. Hard to watch. I don't know. That's just me.
I don't know. If you have a group of friends over, it's fun, but yeah, if it's
because they're your friends, it's cool.
If it's somebody you don't know, it's one of the worst things ever.
Yeah, that's right up there with watching poker now.
Well, it's the same thing as karaoke. Like, if it's not my friends, I really don't want to hear it.
Yeah, there's nothing better than watching someone I don't know sing poorly, ruin a song.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, it's like like I used to actually watch poker. For some reason, I found it interesting when it first became big.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's totally unwatchable right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I like playing. I don't like watching. It's like watching golf.
Oh, it's like watching paint dry.
It's like watching anything on MTV.
There's something on MTV? Interesting. A channel. I used to watch that channel a lot, too. When I was a youth.
Yeah, well, there was actual music and stuff on back then.
Yeah, that's true. So anyway.
Yeah, I think that about wraps it up. So post on the forums when your Newlywed thing is going to air so we can all check it out.
Yep, I will. I'll know the air date on Wednesday, and I'll post on the forums, and I'll try and plug it if I plug the podcast if I can. But it's going to be kind of hard to plug on a game show when I don't do much talking. But let's see what I could do.
All right,
no promises.
All right, that would be awesome, actually. BrinkAsanityShow.com/forum is the forum name. Check it out for that. I'll post up the link to Billy's thing when that airs too. And Alex's film is coming out soon too, so we'll post that when that's out. Everyone's got shit going on lately.
Well, any publicity is good publicity.
Exactly. All right, well, thanks for listening, everyone. We'll be back next week. Join all those groups so you can know when the next show is going to be. I actually got a tax job, and it's tax season, so it's like whenever I'm not totally fucked at work, I put up an episode. So, 2 weeks from now, I'll be back onto a normal schedule, which I will also post on everything. Until then, it's like whenever I get a chance and I can get somebody to do a show with me.
Nice.
But, they'll still be out. I'll try to at least come out with one a week. So, once again, vote on Podcast Alley. And I guess that's it. You got anything else?
Nope.
All right. Well, I guess that's it. So thanks for listening, everybody, and we'll be back soon. I'm getting so many fucking phone calls during the last 5 minutes of that show.